Welcome back to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Welcome in, Art. Welcome in, my good sir. Everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great new year. Today, we are covering Canton Network. Sorry, guys. I hope we're on. Not sure if we're on or not. I think we are now. Good morning. Welcome in, Art Caffeine. Welcome, everybody, to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Guys, XRP, of course, is the base layer. This is the role of the XRP Ledger. It's public, neutral. That's how it's designed. Canton is different. Let's explain the difference here today. It's designed for speed, scale, and finality. We know this. Transactions clear in just seconds on the ledger, right? 3 to 5 seconds. This is what we're dealing with. There's no need for intermediaries. There's no delay from reconciliation. It's different, okay? Value moves directly. This makes XRPL ideal for liquidity and settlement for this layer. It's always on. It's always live. That's the function that the ledger performs. It's globally accessible for everybody, okay? Canton is different. Canton is private. Canton is permissioned. Canton serves a different function. Both are used and supposedly required. Built for banks, funds, and markets, okay? So Canton is used for coordination. Smart contracts run behind closed doors, so data stays private. Do you get it? Do you get it? This is the back door. Canton is the back door for the powers that be. It's ready to turn on. They finally got their back door. This always has to happen with anything. Compliance is native. Rules are enforced by design. Only state proofs are shared outward. This protects firms from data exposure. So they're saying it's required. Fine. From data exposure, institutions require this environment. This is what they need. It has to happen or else this won't turn on. Okay. So this is where we are. This is great news. You know, folks are shouting, oh, Canton, oh, see, now Canton's going to take over the XRP Ledger. No, 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 no. This is the backdoor that was required to stop suppressing XRP and actually turn this whole thing on, along with Clarity Act, which is coming shortly. Are you guys getting this whole thing? This is about to explode. This isn't conflict, by the way. It's layering. So Canton does coordinating. XRPL settles value. Execution happens in private domains. Settlement happens on private rails. There's a difference. Guys, play the video back if you need to understand this. This mirrors how finance already works. I'm sorry that some folks aren't getting this. It's okay. Guys, private ledgers, public settlements. Cash leg finality, token leg clarity. You seeing the difference? This is the model institutions trust now. It's actually required now. Along with ISO 20022 assets to fill the stack, XRPL, or XRP settles and handles quarters. XDC supports the trade finance, of course. Bar handles data, as we know. Rules and so forth is ADA. We have a series on this. Guys, these are functions. The system requires interoperability. No single layer is going to do everything, especially when they need a backdoor. Duh. Now, Quant connects, of course. The overledger operates above blockchains, so to speak, the overledger. Overledger, okay, doesn't replace any ledger. It routes messages, value, and logic between, okay, them, okay, enables atomic settlement interoperably. Quant's huge. Multi-chains, guys. Many chains, not one chain to rule them all. We all know this. Guys, welcome into the channel. Guys, would you tell me what you think on all this? I feel like I go on and on and on about this. And I don't know if folks understand. Maybe I'm too technical. I tried to keep it, put it into layman's terms, everything on the channel. I do my best. But let me get over to and see if I can help matters just a hair after, of course, we first quickly. I hope everybody's understanding the truth and how this whole thing works. I really hope so. I hope I'm doing a good job explaining it. So cryptocurrency market cap is jumping. La-da-da-la-da-da-da. Who really cares? Okay, so it's spiked. Big deal. Oh boy, it's jumping again. Who cares? Look at XRP still down, below $1.90. Hey guys, don't forget about Caitlin Brown, one-stop shop for cryptocurrency brokers' needs. Call that toll-free number at the bottom. Tell them the tank sent you. Now, let's see how many. I want to run through this quickly because I've got to get to this point here. 250,000 XRP trading in the past minute, moving all over the place. Good. Now look at We've got the Canton Network, Canton.network. No, Canton ain't playing no games. Canton took care of business. It's not Canton. This is them. This is they. This is who they are. This is them. This is their back door. You getting this? This is us, the Ledger. Here's EDX Markets. Oh, who are they? I've never heard of them. Some people have. Some others have covered EDX Markets. It's so funny. Let me continue. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to entertain things that I don't need to, right? FSB, by the way. Well, before we get into all that, let's cover EDX. And let's cover what's going on with XRPL, Canton, and EDX. Okay. So, you've heard of EDX Markets. I'm sure some of you have. Essentially, the bottom line is XRPL, of course, as we know, handles final settlement and liquidity. Okay. Canton handles institutional coordination and compliance. Okay. EDX institutional trading and price discovery. Okay, so that's EDX. So we're going to get into each one of them more deeply. I actually have episodes on each of them. Bogeys flying around. It's so warm here in Colorado. We still have critters flying around us here. Canton's network is, by the way, not pre-mined. It's proof of stake and proof of work. Different tokenomics. Folks who are never financial advice, not jumping onto Canton. I don't care. It could go up ridiculously. I don't believe it will based on tokenomics. XRP is pre-mined, of course. Its design is to convert adoption into price pressure. A little bit different from the old Canton network, which conversely, it essentially converts adoption into throughput and stability for the network, not necessarily price appreciation. Doesn't mean Canton's not going to go up. You go ahead and do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a crypto guy. I'm a researcher. That's what I do. You got Frank the Crypto Tank. Please tap the like and subscribe down below if you don't mind. It is proof of work, proof of stake. Mining design is Canton, El Lamo. This is their version. See, we use Byzantine fault tolerance, of course, BFT, as XRP on the XRP Ledger for our consensus mechanism. Our consensus model, and so does XLM use BFT, Byzantine fault tolerance, and so does XDC, and so does HBAR. Let's not get over anybody's head. This is basic stuff that we've all come to understand being in the crypto space for a little while, following payments and so on and so forth, that the Bank of International Settlements has laid out in its Basel papers that this is what's going to happen. It is what it is. You ain't going to be using no other settlement consensus mechanisms, no other ways to settle, other than BFT, Byzantine fault tolerance. So anybody thinking that the other players will directly be settling with their other consensus mechanisms ain't going to happen. They've already told you it's not happening. Unless they change their mind. And by the way, do we honestly believe that these other projects are going to retro and try to now go? They're not going now to Byzantine fault. They weren't built that way. Their chain was not built with a consensus mechanism that way. They don't go backwards now and try to retro it. Okay, so the ones who have thought at the beginning to set their board straight and set their crypto up properly, to be ready to play ball and know from the beginning what was required, a la XRP, XLM, XDC, and HBAR. There you go. Now, let's go ahead and get into this here. Let's make sure that a little taker's sharing his screen. Let's see. EDX Markets, a leading digital asset technology firm that combines an institutional-only trading venue with a central clearinghouse, today announced a strategic partnership with Canton Network, the public permissionless blockchain purpose-built for financial institutions. Oh, Frank, that means, oh no, that means that they're not going to use the XRP Ledger because we know they're using Canton for sure. We already know this. So now Canton connected with EDX Markets and they're not going to use the XRP Ledger. No, there are 3 different layers that are required. Oh, let's get into it now. Canton, of course, is the public permissionless blockchain purposely built for institutional finance. Both EDX and the Canton Network are backed and leveraged by leading blue chip institutions in traditional finance. EDX Markets will list Canton coin in its spot exchange. La-di-di-la-di-di-la-la. Awesome. That's great. Now, here's the thing. By the way, why was my episode not playing? Now, here's the thing. Here's what I am struggling to understand in a sarcastic manner, of course. Here's what I'm struggling to understand. How can it be, somebody please riddle me this, how can it be that if XRP Ledger handles final settlement and liquidity, Canton, which is a permissionless open blockchain that validates via BFT, Byzantine fault tolerance, and is pre-mined and does not use proof of work, proof of stake to keep its coin rolling there. I don't get it. That's a little bit different now, isn't it? From Canton, that is a permissioned network. Okay, so here's the thing on Canton. It's private, and you get in with permissioned logins. You see what I mean? I had to laugh with that weird high-pitched laugh on that one. Do you get it? This is the back door. See, Canton, the way that you get on, the way you use it is, it's not decentralized. It's not like the XRPL where no human is in there touching it when it comes to the transactions happening there on the ledger. No, that's not the case with Canton. With Canton, it's permissioned, and they're both just as secure, by the way. And so Canton is permissioned, and Canton allows for a sign-in by an individual at a desktop to go and get it to the network. Now you can start fudging stuff. Do you get it? This is the back door. That had to happen. Go ahead and check all this out, because what's going to happen is everything is going to be, most is going to settle. Most things will settle on the XRP Ledger and or Canton. See, you getting this? It's the mirror. So you don't, so we kept talking about that other XRP, the other XRPL. That's the private XRPL, the private chain. Canton is their version of that, the back door. Back door required. Always please wake the F up and smell whatever in the hell you're drinking. Because if you ain't pay attention to that piece of this whole thing, the way that everything is adopted in this world, then you might be missing just a little bit. Because ain't nothing going to be the next biggest player on this planet unless the back door is owned first by the powers that be. Duh. Are you tracking me? Duh. I'm gonna lay on this point. Duh. I'm not stopping. I'm sorry if it sounds mean. You guys need to wake up. I'm gonna wake you up. I'm throwing a little cold water on you today. Wake the F up. If I could swear, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I will say it 1,000,000 times if that's what it takes for you to focus on what I'm saying. Wake up. Nothing will be done without a backdoor created. They just did it. It's ready. Now we're ready with clarity kicking in. You guys bright enough to see the full picture of how this stuff works. When in doubt, zoom out and dovetail all of it together with how it always ever has to be with the, sorry to tweak out at it, with all it ever has to be with the power and control on this planet and the way it works. There's no tinfoil hat on. In fact, if you don't see it this way, you're kind of wacky and you do have it. You don't have a tinfoil hat. You just kind of have a dunce hat on if y'all don't see it the way we're seeing it right now on the channel right now. Always, this is how everything is laid out on this planet that ever becomes the thing that we all use. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Amazon, blah, 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 blah. Backdoor always needs to be owned first by the powers that be. Here's Canton Network and EDX. The back door for the powers that be. We are ready to turn this son of a bitch on. I don't know if that's a swear. Is it son of a gun on? We are ready to turn it on now with Clarity Act coming. Q1. Was anybody paying attention to crypto? Hi, I'm Crypto over here. Everybody forgot about me. Why? Because you traded sideways, and I told you exactly what they're going to do. Guys, this is so, oh my gosh. Boy, it's really, you know what happens is when you bust out of the system, out of the matrix, it's kind of weird because there's a frustration that starts to happen. And you got to be cool. Don't get frustrated. Do a smile and a laugh, tanker. Laugh about it. It's okay. It doesn't matter if everybody else wakes up or not. That's up to them. Don't, you know. This guy talking to himself again? Yes, he is. Third person doing everything, all the narratives, all the forms. First person, second person, third, fifth, seventh. Here's the thing. XRP at $1.89 right now. Holy Christmas. Here's what folks do not understand. The entire cryptocurrency market cap being at 3.03 trill right now is ready to be at 12 trill very, very shortly. Yeah. 4 to 5x coming up very shortly. Could even be 15 trill. Could be a 5x. 4x 12 trill to 5x 15 trill. Coming right up on your cryptocurrency market for you, for your purchases on your cryptocurrency market. Would you like whipped cream on that with cinnamon? Anybody freaking awake on this planet? Oh my gosh, I love it. Tank, cut the crap because it sounds like you're talking down to people when you talk like that, and I don't want you doing that. You're a nice guy. I want you to be nice. Be nice to the people. Don't be mean. Be nice. Be a nice guy, tanker. Don't tank people over. Be nice. Call that toll-free number on the bottom of the screen or else. No, I'm kidding. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because what I say or do on the channel because I am not a financial advisor. But I will tell you that I am an information giver. And that said, I'm going to go, oh my gosh, look at how much XRP is cranking across the planet. Look at all the XRP moving. Oh, geez, no. XRP nut's only going to maybe use here or there, maybe. We're not quite sure where it's going to be used, maybe here or there. My wife says this looks like asteroids. Guys, we now have a freaking blue lightsaber, going to the U.S. here for movement. It's not even, it's like a solid freaking strip. 300 and, it's more than that. It just dumped to 400,000 trading the past minute. Nah, I don't buy it. Nah, it's more than that. Look at this, it's like phasing. Nah, I don't buy it. There's so much XRP right now trading everywhere. Look at this. Look at Canada. Look at what's going on with Mexico, the U.S., Europe, look at Korea. Look at what's going on with the MENA region and the Middle East, the Asia Pacific. Look at this, Australia. Crypto's moving everywhere. You got crypto moving to a small island over somewhere in the South Pacific. Even Hawaii's getting good. No, I think Hawaii doesn't. No, not Hawaii. All right, everywhere, bro. Hawaii. What in the world's going on? Antarctica's getting it. Look at it's going to Antarctica. What's going on here? That's further than Canada. That's like Antarctica. I hope you're having fun here on the channel, and I hope you are awake, because if you guys don't see the truth of what's getting ready to happen coming up shortly, y'all just ain't paying attention now, child. Now, hang on. Let me get back to this. Hold on. Oh, my God. I get so excited. This is so fun. You guys have no idea what's coming. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything. This is what I say or do on the channel. What do I know? You know what I mean? What do I know? I just have a sense and a feeling. And when I see us trade sideways for is this guy crazy? Why is he laughing like that? Look at that's what I'm thinking to myself. Why do you keep laughing like that? Are you wacky, tanker? Look at here's the deal. Look at no. Are you crazy? No. Crazy like a fox. Watch this. Here's what you guys don't get. Here's the world does not see. And I'm laughing my pants off because I see it. I'm telling you it's coming. Here's what y'all don't see. Here's what this sees that you guys ain't getting yet. Coming up very shortly here in some time. This little climb ain't jack crap. We're about to go way up. Hang on now, child. Hang on now, son. We're ready to go way up past these, whatever, 4.3 trillion, whatever we had for cryptocurrency market cap height. We're ready to go to literally 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 trillion coming up in some months. not many years and months, we're going to get a massive super cycle shock on this cryptocurrency bull run to the likes of which you have not seen, hitherto which has not been seen. Because watch this. Because look at this. Watch this. Let me tell you why. Let's show you how. Look at, we know this is dictating everything, right? Right. Okay. If that's the case, then let's go ahead and jump in on at least a 1 month. Would you look at all this sideways nonsense trading bullcrap and dropping below support levels here, which is what these red dips are showing us here? Would you just look at what's going on with this sideways trading? Pull it out. What a crappy chart. What a crappy chart you're showing. I'm sorry, CoinMarketCap. You can't lay out you can't lay out right here also a 7-day, a 2-year, a 3-year. Like, come on, you suck. CoinMarketCap. Anyway, that's my opinion. Look at, hey, by the way, know that all of this stuff's going to change. You think CoinMarketCap, because we all use that and we all use Gecko and crypto bubbles and whatever, those aren't going to be what we use. There is opportunity coming in this crypto space with everything going, the cryptocurrency market cap going to 9 trill, 12 trill, 15 trill. We're going to get major new players here. These are going to go away. These are going to be the next scapes. Watch, CoinMarketCap, I bet, goes bye-bye. That's my opinion. Hey, you know what? You say what you want. But watch, some of these players, opportunity for awesome new players to just say, see you later, CoinMarketCap. Nice try. Look at how awesome our logo is. Look at how awesome our site is. Look at what we do. We're connecting news channels. You thought you were going to do it with the interactive thing and all that. You know, nice try. You were first one. Great. CoinMarketCap. Good for you. But I don't even know who CoinMarketCap is anymore a few years down the road. There's a new player that's taken over. You see the opportunity with crypto. There's so much opportunity. That's one kind of tiny little niche are these, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. They're garbage. They're not user friendly. I'm sorry. I'm entitled to give my opinion. I don't like them. They don't keep proper all-time high prices according to what truly is traded. A la XRP coming in at what, $3.84 is an all-time high. That wasn't the all-time high. That was really traded. Come on, corny market cap. See what I mean? All right, look at it. I don't want to be negative, but I'm here to spit the truth. Tanker, spit the truth. Who let this guy in the room? Look at, here's the deal. Going all CEO on, here's the deal now, child. 20 cents for your stellar lumen. Wait, let me get back to my point now. What was this point? You were going on a point and you jumped off and you guys sidetracked yourself. Look at the sideways trading on what's going on here and look at what's going on. Whoa. Here comes the smile again. Here we go. Look at the sideways trading and watch what's going to happen coming up here in the next, I'm going to say, Q1 and Q2 coming up. We're out of a bull run. The bull run's over. I guess we were all wrong. What in the world are you talking about? Are you on something you shouldn't be on? Hold on. Let's go back a month. Let's just go back a month, okay, to 3.2 whatever trill, even simply a month, and the dive we took down. The buying ops that were created, in other words, it's all this is. The scare tactics created, that's all it is. The liquidation opportunities that it is. This is all this is. This is all this is. This is all manipulated and controlled, and that's not a tinfoil hat. Just the way the metals markets are manipulated, so is the cryptocurrency market, and so are the reg markets as well. And if you're not paying attention, it's not tinfoil hat or conspiracy. It's the way it goes. That means you don't understand how markets work if you don't see that. You, anybody, me, anybody. Look at all these nasty dips, and then look, we're going to jump up a little bit. Nah, fake out. Just kidding. We're going to jump back down. We're going to do, what the hell is that dumb little formation there? Looks like it could be a monolithic situation. Look at that jump. Drop back down, trade sideways. This whole range, we can just say trade sideways if we create a wedge here, a triangle. From this ceiling to this low, right, to this support level. We can create a triangle here, a wedge. Can't we? And if we do, we see a whole bunch of sideways nonsense. And if we go here to a year, didn't mean to rhyme that time. I did that time. If we go to this support level here and create a triangle here, we can see that we dip it. Do you see the trend happening, what I'm doing here? If we go out to the all chart and go ahead and draw the triangle, do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see what's happening? Are you smelling what the rock is cooking? Are you catching what I'm saying? What I'm throwing? Are you? Just it's ready to go parabolic. 4 times past where she is at her height at 4.2 or 4.3 trill for a cryptocurrency market cap height as of current. You don't get it, do you? See, I can say that because, first of all, I know I'm correct. Second of all, and I could be incorrect with the time. The time horizon is always what we're incorrect about. I know I'm correct about the other. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Time does not matter, guys, as far as when it happens. Who cares? Oh my gosh, just hang in there, guys. You can totally do this thing. I know you can. I'm here for you. Guys, I'm going to get the comments. Don't worry. Guys, I'm here for you to smile, laugh, make jokes about this thing, crack up about it, make it sound like I kind of don't know what I'm talking about sometimes, and I'm kind of crazy. I do. I know I do. It's not financial advice. You can follow me or not. I always end up being right 2 to 3 years later. Ask anybody in my circle. I'm not trying to be a jerk. That really sounded bad. Sorry. Let's get the comments in here. Hope says, good morning from Las Vegas. Hey, Hope, you better join us in Las Vegas coming up here May 30th, 31st. I know Art Caffeine is and some others. Thank you so much. I can't wait to connect with our friends, our brothers and sisters in the crypto space. Those who saw this from the very beginning, we were laughing our freaking asses off. We're laughing our freaking pants off because it's so hilarious how, I apologize for the profanity. It has no place in this world. In my eyes, I don't know why I do it. It doesn't make sense. Not necessary. A little too rough for me. We're nice here. We're trying to be nice in the show, right? It's all about kindness and caring and respect, okay? So if you're respecting yourself and you're paying attention to your research and crypto and where you put your money and where you might want to put more money, never a financial advisor. This is for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only. If you're doing that, like we're doing here on the channel, then you're smiling large, seeing the truth of what is happening, what we've been uncovering, what the other folks in the crypto space have been uncovering, whether they're drinking the XRP Kool-Aid or not. Irregardless, crypto ain't going nowhere but to the moon because you ain't putting no genie back in the bottle now, kids. What happens is the world moves towards better, more convenient, streamlined technologies that allow people to purchase things faster and eat up their money faster and thereby get in debt faster and thereby be controlled more easily. Secondly, what does this guy spit the truth? Or secondly, to have conveniences in the palm of their hands to allow them to do that and without control, even fall on their faces much faster, a la real world tokenized assets. Now you got your home ready on your phone on the ready. You're driving down the street and you're like, you know what? I got equity in my house. I can hop on that app right now with crypto and go ahead and take it out of my house. Boom. Before you know it, you're doing that 5, 10, 3, 20, 50 times driving down the street, a little bit here, a little bit there, and you got no more equity out of your house. You might as well just take it out of HELOC and just done it all in one pop. Anybody paying attention to the tanker? He's not crazy. He knows what he's talking about. Crazy like a fox. You guys ain't paying attention, are you? No, some of yous are. Some of yous. I love yous. I love yins. If you're from Pennsylvania, I love yins. Anybody paying attention on this channel is getting the real deal on crypto and is going to understand where their portfolio actually should be probably in the next 5 to 10 years. That's never financial advice. That's an opinion by me, and I'm permitted to say that. Folks that are on this channel without having any liability whatsoever, because I'm not a financial advisor, this is for informational educational purposes only, and it's for entertainment. So anybody paying attention on this channel would see the truth that if one watched what they did with their portfolio as of probably about 6-7 years ago versus what we did on the channel with our portfolio, you'd be like, I think I want to follow that channel. How were they right about all these things like from way back? And I'm not bragging either. How in the heck were they right? Anybody want to finally pay attention to the tanker and this? Y'all gonna listen? Now I kind of do get aggravated because I have a lot of friends and family and things who did not listen to the tanker. Crazy guy. Although they knew the tanker was a little bit different from others. That didn't sound right. Tinfoil hat wise, I think is what we're talking about. This guy's a little crazy, this tanker. I don't know if I want to listen to this guy. I don't blame you. It sounds like I'm blaming folks for not listening to me, and I'm not. I can't blame folks for not listening to this crazy guy. He's not ridiculously wealthy and rich. You know, you're going to go follow who's going to go follow a personal trader? It's a big fat slob, weighs 450 pounds, not pay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean by saying that. What I mean is Because it could be a thing where the weight can't be controlled, and it's not that person's fault. And then at that point, they're not that what I just said. So stop being mean. It is true, however, I'm not going to follow an overweight weight trainer and say, can you help get me in shape and look like The Rock used to look? So, nobody's going to say that. Nobody's going to do that. You going to go do that? Who's going to go follow a financial advisor that's living in their van down by the river, smoking doobies, drinking 6 pots of coffee down in the basement, ready to come up here and smash on your coffee table and tell you all about what's going on with your life and how you should get it all together? Who's going to do that? Nobody. You're going to follow the rich guys if you want to know about money. You're going to follow the guys that look real good, real built up, and everything if you want to get in shape and have a trainer. Right? Right. So I ain't no rich guy. I've made mistakes with money in my life and debt where I shouldn't have it and so on and so forth. Yes, I have. Got into trouble with credit cards back in the day. Oh, yeah. Able to get out of it, come clean, come correct credit, be good now, be a good little boy. Yeah. Understand finance now. Play it properly. Finally woke up, huh? And you're 50 years old. When you were kind of 48, 50, you woke up because about 7 years ago I woke up and I said, I'm done. I became a master martial artist, 4th degree master black belt martial artist that I am. Achieved that. College degree, very well learned. Achieved a nice little knowledge base for myself. Serious about the health. Understand about diet like you wouldn't believe. Biology background, etc., etc. And I said, Tanker, good for you, guy. But you're kidding yourself. You are proficient in these ways as a human, but you are not proficient in the ways of finance. You don't know crap about finance. You don't know nothing about money. Oh, you know that the Fed isn't a federal operation, and now you know about money. No, I thought I was all. I still do sometimes, and it's just like, no, you don't know crap. I still don't know crap. There's so much to know that we never really know. That's how we go from knowing this much to this much to this, and ever increasing, rather than saying, I already know. So I don't do that. As much as I know, and boy, do I know a lot compared to folks around. You got to have a reference point. What do you mean? Compared to who? Because you always got to compare it, right? How about compared to my past self? I know a lot more than I used to know, but there's so much more to go. Okay? So where are you all with crypto in your learning? And did you grab the bull by the horns and say, I need to learn finance? Finally, this is garbage. I'm sick of being whipped around like a wet dish rag all over the place by finance and money and not understanding how one of the, if not the, beside religion, the most powerful, pivotal, cornerstone control point for the humans, which is finance, and how only the special people get to learn that now. Because they ain't going to teach it as a reg in school. No. I'm not saying anything untrue. It is not being taught in school. Middle school, high school. Teaching you truly. Where are all the finance classes? Yeah, that's why you said finance. That's because you don't know, Tank. If you really know, you'd know the secret language. And you would have said finance. It's like legalese. You don't talk and say finance. That means you don't know shit. The secret language is finance. All right, anyway, it's so ridiculous to me, all this stuff. But this is how it goes. This is the matrix we're playing in. This is the truth. And if you don't want to be whipped around like a wet dish rag anymore by the main control point on this planet from cradle to grave, which is finance, then wake the F up and listen to the Tanker. Listen what he's trying to tell you. What he's trying to spit at you. Literally, because I see spit flying all over the microphone. All right, I'll get to the comments. I'm on a rant, but I'll get to the comments. I didn't say anything untrue. Where's all the finance classes in our curriculum, in our school systems? No, they want you coming out in debt. Only the few get to learn. That way only a few are wielding it over all the people that are in debt and thereby enjoying it and sipping some tea. Because if everybody's sitting there having, shrimp cocktail and fine champagne, what the hell good is that? It's all diluted. That's not great. It's not special anymore. No? You guys, anybody paying attention to the world they live in? Who's paying attention? Let me see who's paying attention. Marty says, thank you for your transparency, Tank. You are very welcome. I finally learned. I hope you guys did too. Look at, there's no ego to be defending because that's ridiculous stuff. Who cares what you look like? Luke Alexander says, Tank, I'm 65. Started learning crypto in 2019, bought a little in 2022. Good for you. Impressive, my good sir. Most impressive so far. I'm sorry, the older you are that you get into crypto, you're going to be more impressive than someone who's younger. The older you are, you're just more impressive to me. I'm sorry. It's just, that's the way it is. That's just me. I'm a knucklehead. He says, bought a little more. Am I too late to the party? I still don't. I just saw Rero come in and say, you're not too late. I still don't complete. What's up, Rero? Welcome. Hi, guys. How you doing, Rero? Sorry I missed you. Guys, if I missed you in the comments, I don't do it purposefully. I love everybody that's in here, and I really mean that, honestly and truly. Sorry if I miss you. Loop says, bought a little more. Am I too late to the party? I still don't completely understand it all, but I found you 2 months ago. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad. Well, okay, cool. So I'm going to say, first of all, thank you very much. Holy crap, you found me 2 months ago and now you're on the channel now. Goodness gracious. Boy, am I going to jump up and down. You know what I mean? And I mean that. I'm not kidding. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for continuing to watch. Now I will pay you back very simply telling me where your skill level is now, Loop, and where you are, and hats off to you, and no, you are not too late. And thank you, Rero, for chiming in. Let me just lay this down real quick, what cryptocurrency really is and what you have decided to put your investment into. And I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, what I'm about to say next. None of this ever is. I am a crypto educator. I am an information giver and an entertainer. Sometimes I try to be prolific and interesting. Okay. As colorful as I possibly can be with the whole, jargon and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got a nice little control over the English language. Some folks do. But I thought I might put it to good use. Here's the deal. Cryptocurrency is the next iteration of the technologies that have been running our world. That's it. For the last decades. That's it. What else you want to know about blockchain and technologies and crypto? Each plays a different part. Each is a different company. Each is in a different lane. Each serves a different function. Each will dovetail or interlace with the existing system and eventually have them not really be needed anymore and simply just go away completely, dissolve completely. Most of them. Do you get it? Was that simple enough for you? That's what you're investing in. Think you might want to put more money into it? Ain't going backwards, and that is not financial advice. That was simply a question. We are not going backwards concerning the proper cryptocurrency blockchain projects. We are not going backward as far as their adoption in the real world and their price movement going upward from here to the next, decade, 2, 3, 4. That's a fact, Jack. I don't know how and how much and on what time frame. I can't do that. I would have had to have been there ahead of time, which I can do actually with this because time's in a circle. And if you tie in with this, you can go there and see it and come back. Oh, that's a time traveler. Yeah, but you don't have to bring your body there. I hope folks understand the truth of the existence in crypto here on this channel. This guy's too wacky. Is he? Or is he simply telling you, informing you of the inner workings of this place that you have not seen because the veil has guarded it from you? You put the veil up. You could take it down too. Let's get to comments. wacky guy, Frank the Crypto Tank, wacky guy. I don't know if people understand how the existence works. I try to help. Wichita, Kansas owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, bar, converted my 401k to Bitcoin, Ethereum, basic level. Yes, get it. Okay, now look at, I don't mean any offense to you, but if you put it into Bitcoin and Ethereum, you don't get it. Now, I'm not trying to be a jerk. Now, look at, nothing wrong. They're still going to go up, and don't get scared. You're okay. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't ever put your, what did you say, your 401k? Don't go ahead making financial moves because of what I say or do on this channel, Mr. Loop. Whatever you do, that is your business. Now, anybody who wants to go ahead and put 401k into crypto, smart move. Putting it into BTC and Ethereum, I say probably not a bad move because those two could simply go ridiculously ape bonkers, meaning 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x moving forward here, even 10x over the next decade or so. I said it like that purposely. I know it's decade. Here's the thing. I don't like them. That doesn't mean they're not going to go up just because I don't like them. I think they're silly. They come up continuously as a does not compute. Because Bitcoin is not a store of value. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not a store of value. Having your money in a value place going up awesomely over time is not what we're calling. That's not a store of value. That's not what it's called. So everybody understands. Let me lay some things out for folks that understand things. Bitcoin positioned itself as a payment coin. It couldn't do it. It failed. Can't do it. You got better players in the world. Right away came way back when the better player came. XRPL. They ran Bitcoin on the XRP Ledger to show how fast it really could be run. Yeah, you didn't know that probably, right? Way back in the day. It wasn't. It was actually was it OpenCoin? No, was it Ripple? What was it? What was the first somebody help me. See, don't know everything, whatever, or can't remember everything. Whatever, the first one with OpenCoin in the beginning, Ripple in the beginning, before the XRP Ledger, what the XRP Ledger evolved into. Okay, way back when Bitcoin run on it to show what could really happen. So Bitcoin, you garbage. Bitcoin garbage. Bitcoin can't be a payment mechanism. We all know the truth. If you know tech, Bitcoin's garbage tech. Okay, it proved it could be done. It's the old school field phone, the big phone you use out in the field with the army back in the 60s and 70s. Okay, go ahead. You know what I mean? You don't do that anymore. Now you got the little device, you got that little smartphone out there in the field, right? You don't use that. It was the first mover, it was the first one. Bitcoin's crap. Bitcoin is garbage. Bitcoin is going up on speculation, and it is and as far as a performing asset, it's not garbage. It's actually the best performing asset in history. Unfortunately, that has it failing one of the four stores of value, which is it has to stay correlated with the cost of goods and services, and it doesn't. It grossly overperforms them over time. That means it fails another. Guys, a store of value, there's an economic definition for this in every business school and every school on the planet. Did you know that? Store of value doesn't mean my value went up because Bitcoin keeps going up nicely over time. That's not what a store of value means. It's an economic definition. Words have meanings. We have dictionaries and things because they have definitions and meanings, okay? So store of value, Bitcoin fails. It is not also a, it is not scarce by any economic definition whatsoever. It is not scarce. Doesn't get burned. Nothing gets burned. All stays around a ledger. Who cares if there's only 21 million of them? It doesn't matter. They all stay around, laying dormant in wallets, ready to be dumped on the market again. It is not scarce. It fails scarcity. That's number two. It's not proven across multiple economic cycles either. That's another one. Oh, just a couple, few, but not many. Okay, portability and divisibility. It wins like few others on that one. God bless you, Bitcoin. You're very portable and divisible. You hit that store of value piece. Good for you. You can't be maintained, however, without a fragile global infrastructure keeping you afloat. A la all the miners in the intensive energy system, things go, you get a 51% no. Come on now. Cut the crap. That fails. You fail that one. So you failed 3 of 4 Bitcoin. Sorry, you are a store of speculation. That is what Bitcoin is. It is a store of speculation. It is a greater fool theory. That's what Bitcoin is. Its value goes up based on, do we think this stuff's awesome or not? That's how Bitcoin goes up. That's a fact jack, yo. And anybody who wants to try to argue with that, you actually can't, because I just laid it out. So to try to argue what I just said would actually be ludicrous. It would make you sound like you don't understand finance. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Tanker tells the truth. Starting to understand and learn. Do your own research. You can learn everything that I am laying out on this channel. Ethereum, another first mover advantage puppy that does what it really does it. Ethereum really handles all these smart contracts with the Ethereum virtual machine is running all of, God bless Ethereum, God bless America. I'll get to the comments in a minute. It really is doing it, Ethereum. Good for you. Problem being, Ethereum is it can't handle proof of stake now, can't not handle the traffic because the fees are indeterministic and you don't know. And the more activity, the more you're trying to jam through the pipes of Ethereum, the higher the prices, the higher the cost is, and the slower, the more the latency and the slower the system. It takes so long to finalize on Ethereum's blockchain. If you could do your research. Please go do your research. Go check out Harmony One or some of these others. Would you please do your research? It's crap. Ethereum is crap. Everything is trying to run on Ethereum, and it cannot handle the load. I think I did my first video on it way back when we opened up in April, stating very clearly with a donkey going, saying that, hey, Ethereum can never be the Sherpa that carries crypto up the blockchain mountain or blockchain up the crypto mountain. It just can't do it. And so here, think about this. If everything is running on Ethereum now and it's so sucky and clunky and slow right now with all the crypto activity and folks playing ball with crypto, and you only really got maybe 15% of the planet owning crypto of Americans playing ball with crypto, who knows, 20% or whatever, maybe more with Singapore, Dubai, and some of these other leaders in the world in these spaces, in these corridors with crypto, blockchain technologies. But still, think about that. Oh, hang on now. What's going to happen when the other 50, 60, 70, 80% comes on? Do you honestly think Ethereum can handle any of that? Wake the F up. You don't know what you're talking about. See what I mean? I'm going to start getting mad. People don't know what they're talking about in crypto. Shut the frick up if you don't know what you're talking about and stay out of my comment section. Anyway, I love you guys, by the way, and let's get happy again and smiley. See, that's who you're following. Do you think I might know something about crypto? Do you think you might know something about crypto? If you've listened to me up to this point, I think you do. See, I think you do know something about crypto. I think folks out there that are listening to me right now know more about crypto than they realize. And they're like, I kind of already knew this guy was right about what he's saying. I knew Bitcoin was crap. I see it. I thought that about Ethereum. I thought, wait a minute. If everything's on Ethereum now and it's so slow and clunky, and you can't fix a moving train and make it really be faster, what's going to happen when the other 70% comes on to Ethereum? It's going to totally just break it. There's got to be something else. The EVM bridges aren't going to be able to handle this. All these ERC20 tokens, things running that are going to be running on it. Are you guys understanding the truth? Now look it. Don't you dare buy or sell anything is what I say or do on this channel. But I do know what I'm talking about, and I hope you're learning. Learn yourself. You can learn everything that I just learned. Just go do it. It's fun. When you start jumping down a rabbit hole and researching on your own, it starts getting wacky. You start feeling kind of wacky, but you start feeling so good, oh my gosh, I owed this to myself to dissolve the mysteries, to dispel the mysteries, demystify this whole thing. Comments are saying, oh, Miss Loopy. I'm sorry, Miss Loopy. Sorry, Miss Loopy. My apologies. Sorry, ma'am. I apologize. I'm saying, dude. I apologize. I am so sorry. And by the way, I sound so rough on the channel, but I swear to you, I'm a really nice person. That roughness that you're seeing is simply, oh, thanks, Ripple Pay. Thanks, dude. Thank you, Art Caffeine, 2024, then RippleNet. Thank you for clearing. Oh, boy. Thanks, Art. Thanks for helping me. Guys, on the channel, thank you for helping me fill in the blanks. No tanker does not know everything. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait, by the way. I'm going to get back to Art Caffeine. I'm going to meet my brother over at XRP Vegas. Please join us over there May 30th, 31st. And May 31st as well. Now, Hope says, wait, hang on. Hope says, took my 401k and got XRP XDC, HBAR, and some quant. Good move? Are you asking my opinion? You're asking my opinion? It's the smartest move a human being could ever frickin' make. The hell's happening with all the 401ks? Go do your research on how much is in the average 401k and how much is, and then you figure out. You can't ask chat or you can't do it because it's going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just going to frame it in a way that it won't give you really what's going to happen in 3 to 5 years with people's 401ks. Go look at the 401ks and see what your money's been doing. Now you go tell me you ain't ready to jump into a crypto. Sam Drunkenmiller said crypto's the, Paul Tudor Jones said crypto's the fastest horse in the race. I think he might have been right. You have to answer it for yourself. Playing around with no slow 401k. What are you, Fred Flintstone with the stone wheels trying to move that vehicle down that road to my financial goals, and then I got a hill I got to face, and I hope I got Barney Rubble next to me with some extra foot power. See what I mean? Nice try. I'll take the Ferrari flying up the frickin' hill. You take Flintstone Mobile. Yeah, I'm all good. Let me get back to comments. That's an opinion. Thank you. I'm a pronounce my name. Hope you explain and understand. I'm sorry. Hey, is it Mrs. Lupe? Sorry, Mrs. Lupe. Lupe. I'm sorry. Pronounce my name Lupe. Explain it. Lupe. Sorry, Mrs. Lupe. My apologies. To understand our research, and do you have a website? No, we don't have a website. That has to come. And I'm so glad that you are here getting what I am saying. Boy, I've done a lot of research. I talked to a lot of people, and even the Bitcoin people are turning around behind the scenes saying to me, you were kind of right the whole time about Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm like, well, you were right too. You thought all the same things. You just let the brainwashing take over. Oh, Bitcoin's the next thing since sliced bread. It's all about Ethereum. Well, everything's written on it. Of course it is. Just because it's sitcom don't make it not true. Now, here goes the right side. Happy New Year, Taker. Glad to catch your conversation. Good. I'm glad you're in here. Thank you, right side. We like the right side. We like casting our nets and things to the right side. Official Sacco says XRPL is going to blow 1702. I don't know what that means. I should. How about less code? Hey, Official Sacco, give me less code and tell me what you're saying there. Is going to blow 17.2. I'm old and I'm sure it's a young thing. The right side says, if you're too lazy to do the research, then you should not be on this channel at all. Right side, talking some truths to the peeps. No, you could still be on if you're not researching, but I don't, look at it, don't sit here and sap off me like a freaking rag. You can if you want to, but do it yourself. You can't just listen to me. You've got to verify yourself. You've got to gnostically check yourself. I know it's not gnostically. Hope says yes, yes, yes. Love you, says Loopy. Thank you, Loopy. We love you too. And I'm sorry I got your name wrong. I apologize. Hope says my family is freaking out, but I see what's happening in the world. Note and listen. Tell your family, please, to calm down. There's nothing to worry about. We're all eternal souls and simply can't be killed. So there's nothing ever to worry about. You might have some physical pain while you're vibing the human body in existence for this time. Loopy says, LOL, no worries. Thank you for your forgiveness. I appreciate your grace. I apologize. I do not mean to offend anybody. Marnie says, all the long-form videos you have on crypto info act as a website. There is a plethora of learning there. Marnie, Marnie, thank you. That means you've dug into our it's Doug into our videos and our video series. Thank you for doing that. Please check out our newest. Thank you. That's a good point. We do need a website, however. Thank you. Nice point, Marnie. We are shooting, in fact, today, 8 more videos, which are the current monetary system that we know today, that's our series of 8, our second series of 8 videos. Please check our first series of 8 videos, which are the 8 ISOs, which are the future financial system. Probably should have started with the current, but I wanted to be exciting and jump ahead. Give you the dessert first. Now, we're shooting the second series of the eight videos of the second series today. That is our current financial system: FSB, BIS, IMF, World Bank, Central Bank, all those 8. SWIFT, so on and so forth. DTCC, okay? Now, our third series will be coming out, dovetailing, and that will be the integration or the interlacing or the dovetailing, to go thesaurus on you, with the each of the first 8 from the first 2 series. Series. Tough word to say with that plural at the end. Okay? With that S at the end, okay? You getting it? So, pay attention to the tank. I am laying out the truth of what is happening. Most folks aren't even aware of who the EDX is, or a Canton. Canton's starting to get some play, but as it is, folks go, oh, Canton, oh my God, we should have bought Canton instead. Just stop it. Do research before you please open mouths. Okay, let's get back to comments. Fire Horse year start. Oh, starts 17.2 says you're clarifying here. Fire Horse year starts 17.2. Gotcha. Or is this Chinese calendar? Is that what you're on? Everything's done with numerology, astrology, and the masses. Gotcha. Fire Horse year. I will check it. Yes, it is, and you are correct. It all is. And here's the thing. Hey, official Sacco, good for you understanding the matrix and knowing the code, or some of the code, okay? Let's say some of the code, because numerology is, of course, some of the code. Astrology, astronomy, numerology, events in the world that actually happen, agendas and so forth, also part of the interplay, believe it or not. The actual fundamentals, not just stocks, as far as where the world goes. The sun and the program it's laying out to this place on this third rock from the sun, giving all information and light to this place. Ever think about that? That's being decoded and decrypted by you, the computer, your brain with your eyes, and also our computer equipment. Everything here. Otherwise, this would be a dark, informationless place. Have you ever thought about that? Everything is coming to this place via information and light. Our nearest star. Hey, official Sacco, are you aware? I think you are. I know you are if you're going to tell me. Now, look, I'm not aware of Fire Horse year starting 17.2. Let me check it out, buddy. Thank you for helping. And thank you for being on point and understanding that everything is synchronistic or syncratic. Synchronistic? What's the word? Is it syncratic or synchronistic? Everything synchronizes, period. All the inner and the outer, as above, so below, as below, so above. One of the 7 Hermetic principles, official Sacco. I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. I'm sorry. One of the 7 Hermetic principles, buddy. Yeah, you over to Target? Sup, Tank? You ready for some clarity? Oh, I'm ready for some Clarity Act, bro. Yo, when this Clarity Act comes in, and we get this, thanks for your comment, how will it affect the price? Well, how will it affect the price, in my opinion? In my opinion, not a financial advisor, all that crap. It's going to, how it affects XRP's price in particular, I'm sure you're asking, but it's going to also affect some others' prices as well. Tough with a S at the end, apostrophe at the end of the S with the plural, trying to pronounce that shit. English language can be pretty tricky. All right. Go make it go up. It's going to take a little time, though. We're going to look, nothing will escape. No price movement is going to go to the moon. And those dynamics of price moving up can never, unless hype is involved in a major way, the way Bitcoin does on speculation, you ain't going to escape the real natural dynamics and movement that's required from the market to create thin liquidity, thin float, you know what I mean? And have price start to go up due to supply shock and compression and scarcity. and then we see the movement on the chart. I mean, nothing's going to change that. I mean, fundamentals will show what that will do, but that always has to happen. Getting notes here from the studio. Hold on. Oh, yes, thank you, studio. The sequence Firehorse 1722 refers to the upcoming 2026 year of the Firehorse Chinese zodiac, which begins on February 17th. The number 22, hold on, not going to read it anymore till I tell. Yes, I am. Guys, 22 is the master builder number. What? Take Fibonacci, add it up, and you get 22. Master builder, that builds everything. Oh, isn't it interesting that Fibonacci is God's fingerprint that builds everything? The flower of the flowers and everything builds everything. And when you add its number up, it's 22, master builder number. Okay, so the number 22 refers to the total number of days the Spring Festival season lasts, which accumulates in the Lantern Festival. Okay. It happens to fall like that too. That's not why it's 22 though. You got to watch chat because it can deceive. It can have you thinking that this is why 22 is what it is and is the master builder number because it refers to the total number of days in the Spring Festival season that lasts. It just happens to do that as well. That's not why it's master builder. You got to watch. You got to watch the chat. Okay, great. 2026. Firehorse. The year of the Firehorse is a rare and dynamic event that occurs only once every 60 years in the Chinese lunisolar calendar. The combination of the spirited horse zodiac sign with the blazing fire element amplifies traits of energy, passion, and independence. Now, what's so funny and interesting to me is that the solar cycles of the sun are ramping up and lighting up in line with the horse zodiac blazing fire element whole situation here happening this 60 years later, and nothing happens outside of the cycles and synchronicity of the all, the inner and the outer. Isn't that interesting? Dynamic energy and action. The year is expected to be filled with unstoppable momentum, encouraging bold action, big ideas, and courageous decisions. Backing up what the tanker's been trying to tell everybody for the longest time, that everybody thinks we're out of the bull run, and we're not. We're trying sideways on purpose. And just because I'm not a financial advisor, well, because I'm not a financial advisor and because I have no history and no financial background or career to protect, I can be a moon boy and say, I told y'all, I've been saying it over and over and over and over again. 2026 is the year. Everybody thinks the bottom has dropped out of crypto. Not the case. It is traded sideways, doing this crap on purpose. It has to always do it and fake everybody out before it shoots to the freaking moon. We're about to see a freaking super cycle in 2026 here with cryptocurrency. It's about to explode to 9, 12, 15 trill. This is all backing up with the tankers saying, feeling, and seeing with the eye of Horus over this past time. Holy crap, we are ready to explode. Transformation in progress. Before we get to that, we're going to get to the comments real quick. Y'all making my energy vibrate so fast and we attacking so fast, my mouth ain't going to be able to keep up with my brain now. Don't get me so excited. All right, here's the deal. I still need the phone. Hang on, studio. I still need the phone. I'm going to get back to you in just 2 seconds. I'll give you the phone back. Now, hang on 2 seconds now, child. Somebody go fetch my sweet tea. Official Sacco says, Official Sacco does know, says Art Caffeine. Yes, he does. He knows. He sees the truth of it. This is the truth. How this place is working. And Art Caffeine knows too. Some people know. XRP, Official Sacco says, XRP doesn't seem to need clarity. It won the lawsuit, bro. It's the first asset to have clarity. Yeah, well, it does, but it still needs, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true, it's true, Official Sacco, but it still needs the rest of the world. Well, what's that done for it lately? What's XRP's clarity that it has, this awesome clarity that it has above all and everything else, done for it lately, price-wise? Another question. What's it done for it behind the scenes with it allowing its ability to connect with, Trump, the government, massive stuff. Massive stuff. Price-wise, nothing just yet. Big goose egg. But it's coming, though. Yeah, see what I mean? So it's allowed it to have the beef Bijon, whatever, dinner and create the business relationships back with Stuart Alderodi. By the way, he has said his name publicly, and his name is Alderodi, not Alderati. I'm Italian. I kind of want it to sound like Alderati too, right? But it's Alderodi. Thank you. He said it himself. I don't think he's going to pronounce his name wrong, guys. Anyway, when they went into to the White House and made all this, they were making those relationships because it was set then. Don't mean price going to do anything just yet now, does it? Anybody paying attention? Do you know how this works? Anyway, let's continue. Nelson says, let's go the long term better. I am aware of the utility. Agreed. Thank you for commenting, Nelson, my brother. BTC official Saka says, BTC collapses 82% like 2014. Wait, watch it happen. We top 150,000 collapse. Could be. Could totally be. Studio wants phone back. Thank you. How fun. We'll get more into Fire Horse. I love it. You're the Fire Horse. Guys, nothing happens without everything aligning because it's all already happened. Don't you get it? That's how come Nostradamus can go crush up mushrooms and different flowers and things like he said and go cure the Black Plague. He said, I tripped. I used mushrooms to trip, and I saw that time was a circle. It was a loop, and all I did was jump onto the point in time in the future, or I don't know where he went, future or past, to see where the true cure is for the plague, and he did it. And he said that's how he did it. You guys follow history? This is obvious stuff. He tripped and jumped into the loop of time, like some people do even today with some things. Nobody's promoting anything like that here on the channel. It's a crypto channel. Anyway, Nelson says assumption, and you could be right about that, official Sacco. It could go to 150. I'm calling Bitcoin goes to somewhere around 200, 300K or so, and the bottom falls. And then, it, finally, as its final price, its final height, as we look back in history, could even be 1 million, and it goes to frickin' zero because it's a piece of garbage. Guys, wake the heck up. If you know anything about crypto, you know that Bitcoin is actually crap. It's a store of speculation. Once you start to understand cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, you understand the truth that Bitcoin's actually kind of garbage. Sorry, Bitcoin. Wah, 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 wah. Sorry. Okay, Nelson says, assumptions in the mother of all screw-ups. It's a gamble, but it's worth the gamble. Yes, it is. They're all a gamble, guys, and they're a financial advisor. Who the heck knows what's going to happen with this whole thing? Michael Hoffman says, right, waiting for the pump when it's least expected, it skyrockets. That's the way it always has to happen. Guys, if it didn't happen that way, everybody could get rich from the markets. Duh. It always has to be the opposite of what everybody thinks. And everybody's got to be shouting, see, the best chart readers in the world are saying that it's never, it's always got to be this. And we are out of the bull run. And you guys who were saying we're getting a cryptocurrency bull run cycle are simply wacky. See, everybody agrees. And then you wake up the next morning and I'll start shooting the freaking moon. Wake the F up. What are y'all asleep? How long have you lived? I want to ask people, how long have you lived? You haven't seen the patterns yet? At 55, old man that I am, you start to see it. The question is, are you paying attention to the patterns? Do you trust it? And can you match it up properly and put the blinders up against the noise of the conditioning of the programming that's happening each and every moment of your life, creating a wall that prevents you from seeing the truth? It's creating the matrix for you. What did the Pink Floyd had an album called The Wall, Building the Wall? Yeah. Anyway, brilliant stuff, by the way. Brilliant chops. Brilliant chaps from London. Waiting on the pump, still waiting to skyrocket. Official Sacco says, I have XRP locked in escrow, bro, for years, and it unlocks in certain amounts every year. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yo, Fax, sub, my bro. Good job. Thanks, dude. Thanks for subbing, man. Like to think I love to hear other cool. Official Sacco, you're cool as all get out. And I mean that. I'm not trying to kiss your behind. I'm telling you that I love when cool people on the channel who get what the heck is going on in this world and are busted out of the matrix as well to levels and degrees. Come on, it's all levels and degrees. To a certain level to see the truth. And they're like, yo, your channel's awesome. I subbed because you're spitting facts, dog. Yes, we are. Stop getting all excited. Tanker, it's okay. Yeah, BTC is yesterday's news. BTC will go very high in price, but then the bottom is going to fall out. 31 in a month, LOL, says official Sacco. We will see. We're just going to have to see. 5-year charts from Michael coming in here. Hoffman. Look, guys, you guys are awesome. I got cool people on this channel. Nelson, everybody. Marnie, I'm so excited to have the coolest people, some of the coolest people in crypto on my channel. Because, guys, no offense, but I watch some of these other channels and some of the people in there, and they got a lot, and that's what it is. It's a numbers game. You're going to get a lot of knuckleheads. And no offense to anybody. There's a lot of people that don't know blah about crypto. They're making knuckleheaded comments, blah, 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 blah. You guys are focused. You're on point. You're making intelligent, useful comments, thoughtful comments, helping me stay on point. I'm telling you, man, I got a good community here. I'm a blessed son of a gun. I really am. Thank you so much. I am so blessed. I'm smiling deeply from the inside out right now. Guys, we could see 31 official Zackos saying by the end of the month. I don't know. Michael Hoffman is saying 5-year chart on XRP shows its potential. It certainly does. There's no question about that. We're going to jump on that in just a minute here, Michael. Marnie says, I love learning from all of you. And I do too. I love a symposium of learning. It's so much nicer than soapboxy crypto dudes, which I can do, of course, sometimes, and I do in the long form videos. We're just rattling, railing information at you, and it's like, I don't want to learn that way. I want to learn interactively and nicely with people. It's fun without egos going, brah, 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 it's this, that, the other thing, which I do sometimes. I'm guilty of it. I know. When I get into my Bitcoin's not a store of value rant, boy, can that be a concern sometimes. Anybody who's paying attention to crypto, let's jump back to the share screen. We're doing a special Holiday Friday edition, long form today, staying on a long time today for good reason. Because if you watch what's going on in the cryptocurrency market and we refresh this and come back, well, by the way, before we do that, let's just jump back to asteroids real quick. Fiat leak, where we're finding look at a number. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I'm doing that on purpose to get your attention because this is special and different. I usually don't do that. Look at it. Look at it. You paying attention? Yeah, I'm being annoying on purpose. You paying attention? Look at that crap blast. That's how much XRP's trading in the past minute across this planet. Come on. We know that a fiat leak is what it is. It's not accurate and blah, blah, blah. I get it. Okay. Generally speaking, this is how much freaking XRP's moved traded across the planet. Quit being a pain in the ass and quit being so dang particular and getting tied up in details to the point where you prevent yourself from actually moving forward and you arrest yourself because you're caught up in minutia and details. Stop being so ridiculous and learn to flow in this place. Okay, so here's the deal. Look at this. 500,000 XRP trading in the past minute across this planet. No XRP's moving. There's no XRP moving. Nobody's doing anything with any XRP. Nah. Guys, please check out Caleb and Brown. Please understand that I am permitted to say this because it's my opinion. I see that each time the cryptocurrency goes up in a volatile way or goes down in a volatile way, all the exchanges that I have found, or most of them at given times, whether they be Uphold, Coinbase, Kraken, Femex, or whatever, these are called exchanges. And you have agreed to the terms of these exchanges, including that you can only pull out certain amounts each day, blah, 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 for withdrawal limits. Even if your crypto's cranking, you ain't going to pull it out that day. So now you was a millionaire on paper. Whoopsie daisy. And also there are certain things you've agreed to on there they get hacked. They get crypto stolen. Whoopsie, sorry, you had an account with us. You had your crypto here. It got stolen. Sorry. What can we say? You saw the fine print. You agreed to it. Another thing about the exchanges, like I was saying before, I tried to say before, they crashed when everything is cranking, and now you can't get onto the exchange when you need to get on when crypto's cranking. Might want to go check out Caleb and Brown, which is a little bit different. That's a cryptocurrency brokerage firm rather than an exchange. They source their own liquidity and also from 14 different liquidity providers to find you the best price on your crypto. Costs you $500 to get an account set up with them. You can go ahead and purchase the crypto right on their site. They use Fireblocks institutional grade custody to keep your crypto safe and secure. They're open 24/7. You get your own cryptocurrency broker at no extra cost, and they keep your crypto one-to-one custodied, unlike that funny little fat boy that's in jail right now with the backpack, FTX, that stole everybody's money by playing games on the side and trying to invest and make money using your crypto money. Not too smart. Also, just so you know, I hope everybody's enjoying the tanker this morning. If I'm enjoying myself, you better be. Now look that didn't sound right. If I'm enjoying myself, you can too. Now wait a minute, I thought this was a crypto channel. Hey guys, Anybody having fun yet? Because if you ain't having fun with that nonsense, you just need to loosen up a little bit, please. Okay? No, wait a minute. That didn't sound right. He's still doing it. All right, guys, cryptocurrency. My guy's going to have a field day with this one. Cryptocurrency is not what you think. I don't even know where I was after all that. All right, guy, where I was is be careful. You better pay attention to cryptocurrency, to blockchain technology, brokerage firms like Caleb Brown. Because if you don't, you could be left out in the cold holding your wing wanger. Getting back to topic, playing with some kind of a wing wanger when you should be playing with millions of dollars that you cashed out. Instead, you're hanging around playing with a wing wanger. And you know what I mean when I'm saying that. All right? I hope you're having fun. All right. Let's get back to comments. Oh, boy. I'm having fun. I hope you are. Gabriel says, love how grounded this channel is. We don't need hopium and hype trains. Thank you for saying that. No, we really don't. Trumpeting the angel Gabriel with the trumpet here. Yes, we do not. Love how grounded this channel is. Thank you for saying that. Official Sacco says, I'm learning how to build on the XRPL. You should all learn into it because all businesses will have to be on chain. Very cool, and very cool that you're doing that. And what's coming now, and I'm not saying don't do that, and that's a great idea, Sacco. I love that. Guys, I want to check it out too. Hey, what's going to happen though with all, and not though, just simply know that that's cool, and we definitely should be doing that. That all is going to be taken over by AI in probably like a couple of years or so, just so you know, Sacco. I don't know if you're aware of that. Are you aware, Sacco, that all this programming and writing and all this developing is going to be taken over by AI? It's, of course, the task of moving and manipulating a physical thing that will take longer for AI to take over, but everything like calculations and things like this and developing is all going to be AI very shortly. So careful. Don't bank your future on developing as far as a career and things like this. Not financial or career advice. I'm just simply a smart guy. Okay. Learning how to build and is very cool. And actually building on the ledger, very cool. Neat stuff, dude. Very neat stuff. The right side says $1.92 climb now. Let's see. It can do what it wishes. It will climb when it wishes. Good for it. I can't get caught up into the minutia. It's all minutia. Until XRP's at $500, it's simply minutia stuff to me. And I'm not trying to be a wisecracker. I'm being genuine with that. I love it when it goes to 100 everything. But once it hits my 500, that's when I'm like, now you're starting to get there. Now you're getting ready to go to you're halfway to your $1,000 price, baby. See what I mean? You understand? Patience. Keep up the work you're doing, says Blue Bayou. Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate that comment. Took 30 days for me to get my money out of Caleb and Brown because of an error on their side. What? And then they finally admitted after over 80 emails and 9 brokers just saying, I don't like to hear that, and I listen to the truth, and I want to know the truth, so I will go find out about your situation. I don't like to hear that. I'm going to talk to my people at Caleb, and I want to know what's going on. There's always, of course, 2 sides. I'm not saying that you're off or incorrect, Blue Bayou. I will need to hear Caleb's side on this, and then I will mediate from there. My goodness gracious me. Don't like to hear that. Like to hear that Caleb handled it in just about 2 seconds. Now, I'm going to bet. Now, watch this. You tell me, Blue Bayou, if I'm over the target in saying that Caleb, when I go ask them about this, and you're going to tell me that maybe it took 80 emails and blah, 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 but you're saying they finally admitted it. Would you please admit to me the truth, which I have a strong sense that it actually was not Caleb, it was the banks? And if it was Caleb, I want to know. Tell me the truth. And if Caleb admitted it and said, no, it actually wasn't the banks, it was us and we made a mistake, and boom, I want to know all this, and I'm going to find out from Caleb too. I am holding Caleb on the bottom of our account, telling you to sign up with Caleb. I ain't going to be sending you over to people who are going to give you problems now. And I don't believe that's so. I think Caleb is fantastic and smashing and awesome, and I don't believe you're off either, Blue Bayou. I completely believe you. I will find out. What's that, studio? Oh, yes. We can't all make mistakes. I don't know, but I want to be careful and check out the knowledge and information before I go mediating. So I will check out, before I mediate, I will check out what's going on. Thank you, Blue Bayou, for giving me that heads up. I Need to know what's going on. Loopy says, $500 to start. Wow, we used them, and when we started with Caleb and Brown, it was 2,000. We use Caleb and Brown, and I do too heavily. And I hope the Blue Bayou, you've worked this out with Caleb. I need to know what's going on. I don't want to hear this. You need to give me more info. You can't just come at me and say Caleb and Brown and they blah, blah, blah. You need to give me more, Blue Bayou. Give me more. What happened here? Explain what happened and what happened with Caleb and Brown. And did they do something wrong or faulty? Explain exactly what happened, please, in the comments, because you have said this now, and now we're out kind of on a limb. And we need more info from you, please, Mr. Blue Bayou. And you're one of our regs who comments and things like this, and we love you, buddy. So, Blue Bayou, please comment and tell me what is going on. He says, ask Cassandra, Cassie, Nick, Mo, etc. Nope. It was Caleb around 100%. Send me your email address, send the email screenshots, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I need to know what's going on with Caleb. I'm going to have a talk with Caleb and find out what's going on. You're having me start to believe enough that something happened, so now I will check. I'm going to check. Thank you, Blue Bayou, for telling me and informing us on the channel. And this is what I'm talking about. I need to know. And I'm not saying this is the case. I will find out what's going on with Caleb and Brown. I have told you from the start. If I found out something in my world that I've held near and dear, and I was absolutely incorrect and wrong about, that's the case, I'm out in a frickin' second. Later. I have loyalty, though. That's different. Okay, and I'm not saying that's the case with Caleb and Brown. Let's see what the heck's going on. Let's see what's going on with Caleb. Not quite going to send the email address just yet. Yeah, well, I'll have my guy help you with the email. Thank you for being willing to send out. I'm going to have my guy help you with that and the email address and everything. Thank you, Blue Bayou, for commenting and continuing. A lot of times I ask for this in the comment section and people just fall off the map because they probably just jumped off the show. But thank you for staying with me and letting me know. I'm going to let you know what's going on. Loopy says, Tank, we used Game Band and did have a small, okay, you're probably going to tell me what? A small what? Did you have a hiccup? I need to know, and I'll talk to Caleb and Brown. A small problem, but it was during the change to the new facility in Chicago. All good with now. Yeah, I think what's going on, very likely here, Blue Bayou, is that, see, here's the thing. Caleb and Brown, they've been well vetted. Well vetted. There is no morality or credibility issue with Caleb and Brown. So if something happens, it will be due to growing pains in this space with them blazing the trail and what they're trying to do concerning regulations, dovetailing and interlacing all these regulations and what they need to do and how they need to play ball, et cetera, based on different provinces in Canada, which you just saw that happen, and they pulled out of Canada for good reason. But now they're connected with offices in the U.S. and so on and so forth, and they're blazing the trail, and there's going to be growing pains. I don't think things are happening because Caleb Brown is trying to be bad or devious or do something wrong. I think it's because this is nascent stuff, and they are trailblazers in this space, and they're trying to kind of connect it all and get it all together. I think I'm correct with that. I think when I talk to my buddy over at Caleb Jim, he's going to tell me exactly what I just said, that I'm over the target. It's because they're trailblazers in this space, guys. They're trying to get this whole thing correct. They're not trying to do anything funny or weird with crypto or with your stuff. Okay. Loopy says, probably was during their changeover of the new facility in Chicago. We're good with them now. Loopy says it took them a day or two to put our $30K into our account. Okay, but they did it, and it's okay, and they're not devious, and they're not tricky. Okay, Blue Bayou says, I'm not trying to be a whatever. Good, no, I know you're not. And I don't want to position you as that at all. And I can tell by the way you're commenting, you're not trying to say that. You're being fair with Caleb and things like that. So now what happened now? Or whatever, I loved Caleb Brown. Okay, but if you want to know, it won't take much to convince you. A few screenshots admitting their fault. I'm talking over 80 emails. Okay, I've got to see the truth. I've got to see the truth, and I'm going to allow my guy to do that. And I've got to know what Caleb says as well. It is what it is. Hey, I'm trying to mediate between when we endorse somebody or something. Like, let's say you go ahead and write, and you're let's say you're a real estate agent, and you're like, hey, I have all these great people in my bag of tricks, a great painter, a great whatever, a great roofer, whatever, and then you're like, oh my gosh, that roofer did what? He didn't cover your roof before that monsoon, and it like ruined everything. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I recommend. So you're in a weird spot when you recommend. Okay, so it's always like that. Or hey, they're awesome and incredible. I can't believe it. I'm like, now I'm gonna take all the credit because I referred them. But when they don't work out or whatever, it's like, oh God, dude, I didn't refer them. I'm kidding. I take ownership and responsibility. Caleb and Brown may be just fine. I need to get the story from them. I'll have my guys send over for the email. I want the story on this. I need the story on this. I am in between you folks and myself because I use Caleb as well, and Caleb and Brown, and I need another solid and awesome. All right. Moving on. And you're welcome for the integrity because that's all you're getting from this guy. Why wouldn't you? I've got no time or room for anything else. Everything else is distraction. All right, back to the markets, and then we're going to wrap this baby up because we've been on for what? About an hour and a half. That's child's play. We're going for 2 hours here. All right. Now, cryptocurrency market. While I've been yapping the yapper, like the Yappy coin, like the Yap Island with the Rhinestone Yappy coin, I'm going to create Yappy coin. All it does is just yap, 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 like the tanker. It never stops. 3.04 trill for the cryptocurrency market right now. Fear and greed index coming in at 34. A lot more greed, a lot more buying coming in with crypto right now. Lotta. I'm kidding. I hope you're having fun. I'm going to get to the bottom of Caleb Brown. I will figure this out. I will talk to my boy over there, Mr. Jim Mazzani over at Caleb. At first, we sent money to CNB in Australia. Our bank tried to stop us, but when we wired money to Chicago facility, we had a hiccup. You're right. It was growing pains, and this can happen. But we're saying we got something a little bit different from Blue Bayou. I'm going to have my guys send over to the email and we'll find out. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank, on this lovely January 2nd, Friday, coming to you from sunny Colorado. By the way, please pay attention to, real quick before I'm not going to get into it. It's too long. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday, and I'll cover the topic I was just going to bring up later on Monday. All right. Have a good day. I love you. See ya. Enjoy the weekend. Relax.